Hello and welcome back to another chess classic. This one was played in 1867 between Prince Andrei Dadian, who was playing with white, and Ignaz von Kolisch, who was playing with black pieces. This game features one of the greatest classical games, so definitely a game you should watch, especially if you like King's Gambit and the ideas in this opening. So stick around, it's gonna be great. So Prince Andrei Dadian opened the game with e4, black replied with e5, and of course f4 was played for white. This is King's Gambit, and black decided to accept this sacrifice. After this, white decided to play knight f3, continuing his development. Black now wants to protect this pawn and he plays g5, which is not the best move, but still it can be played for black here. White continues with bishop c4, immediately aiming at this pawn on f7. And now black decided to start and push his pawns and attack this knight with move g4. This knight is under attack, but white doesn't care about that. He actually sacrifices this knight and he castles in this position. Very important move to notice. So black obviously accepts this and he plays g takes on f3, and after that white retakes this with his queen. Queen f6 was played for black with the idea to protect this pawn. Obviously now this f7 square is really weak and it can be a little bit problematic later in the game. In this moment, white's idea is to open his e-file, so that is the reason why he played e5, attacking the black queen and offering this pawn for taking. Black decided to accept. Queen taking on e5, of course, rook going on e1 is still not a possibility, but still a threat later in the game. And now white plays another surprising move in this opening. He plays b3 here, completely leaving this rook for taking. Unfortunately for black, you still cannot take this. I will show you now why. Because after this move, white has knight c3. Your queen is trapped here. She cannot escape. After this move, the best move for black would be to play f6. And after bishop on a3, your queen is under attack. And after white retaking this queen, you continue with picking up this bishop, and black is actually doing better. So this is one of the lines that black maybe could have played, although he didn't want to enter this line, probably because he thought that this queen would be too powerful with two bishops. Probably he couldn't see and spot this set of moves, and although you are very underdeveloped and your king still hasn't castled, this is a better position for black. So this is one of the lines that maybe black could have played, but unfortunately he didn't. So after b3, game continued with bishop h6 for black, right now protecting this pawn. Looks like the black's main focus is to develop his pieces and to protect this pawn. Obviously, if this pawn falls, then this pawn will be very weak, so that's the idea for black in this position. And game continues with another surprising move for white. He actually plays bishop b2, sacrificing his bishop as well, and his main idea is to actually pull away this queen from the center squares and from the defense of the black king. And right now black decided to accept this sacrifice and he's picking up this bishop. Game continues with queen c3 for white, and now white decided to pick up this pawn as well since he was free. And right now it is time for white to take the advantage of the open e-file. He plays rook a to e1 with a check. Black wants to protect with knight e7, and game continues with queen h5. Right now the main idea is to pick up this pawn and threaten checkmate in the next few moves. So that is the reason why black is forced to return his queen on g6. Of course, for now, white doesn't want to trade queens, but he finds a beautiful tactical strike with rook taking on e7 check. In the game, king d8 was played, but black had another option here, another way he can actually play the position. So he could pick up this rook, and after that, queen e5 would be played for white. And after king f8, the game would continue with queen picking up this rook and queen g8, and after that queen f6, maybe bishop g5 for black, and this would be the line that would continue. By the computer evaluation, black is doing better, but still you need to find a way to draw this game because you are really underdeveloped here as black, and you need to be really careful not to get checkmated here or lose a lot of material. But computer generally sees that black is better in this position, so this is one of the lines that maybe black could have played. But after rook taking on e7, he decided not to take this rook and he played king d8. After that, white is using this opportunity to remove his queen on e2. Of course, you don't want to trade because you already sacrificed a piece and a pawn, so your idea is to keep queens in the game. Black now wants to open up a square and to develop his bishop, and he plays d6. And now white continues with rook e1 here, tripling this battery on e-file, and right now it's getting scary for black. Black now plays bishop d7 with the idea to protect this weak e8 square, but unfortunately for him, white finds another amazing sacrifice with rook taking on d7 and check, and right now our game continued with king picking on d7. Also, I want to show you another line here. So what would happen, for example, if you decided to move your king, for example, to or actually what would happen if you decide to pick up with your knight here? Then the game would continue with queen e7 check, king c8 is forced, and then queen e8 check. Right now the only remaining move is to pick up this queen, and after rook e8, that's a checkmate. So this is not a good way to continue this game. So that is the reasons after rook d7 was played, black was forced to pick up this rook, and the game continued firstly with bishop b5 check. And right now black actually had a way to draw this game, or at least stop this attack, with playing knight c6 by computer evaluation. This was the best move for black. Unfortunately black missed it, and he played c6, which seemed probably more natural to him, and with this move he is actually losing the game, and I will now show you the sequence. So white continues firstly with queen e7 check, king c8 is forced. Right now white continues his attack with a tricky knight d5. Right now this checkmate is a threat for white, and that is the reason why black is forced to pick up this knight. Anything else actually doesn't work for black as well. The checkmate is inevitable, but white firstly continues with rook c1 check, and right now knight c6 is almost forced, rook picking out c6 and b taking on c6, and now it looks like almost everything is over. There is no more resources for white to give, but unfortunately for black, white has bishop a6 check, and after only move king b8, white finished with queen b7 checkmate. And this was all for today's game, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please, as always, make sure to leave a comment, like and share the video, and let me know your thoughts about the game. Do you like playing King's Gambit? Do you like playing this kind of openings? And do you like classical games? Thank you for watching, and we will see each other in the next video. Bye bye.